Good evening. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayan, joining you with the daily news updates. News in detail. His Royal Highness arrived in UAE to extend his condolences to UAE President. The Deputy King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, arrived in the United Arab Emirates to extend his condolences to the President of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Abu Dhabi, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, following the passing of His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His Royal Highness was accompanied by the Deputy Prime Minister, National Guard Commander, the Chairman of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club High Committee, the President of the Survey and Land Registration Bureau, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Finance and National Economy, and the President of the Court of the Crown Prince. Upon arrival at Abu Dhabi International Airport, His Royal Highness was received by the Minister of State of the UAE and the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the UAE. Foreign Minister hails Bahrain-UAE ties. Foreign Minister Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani said that the election of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan represents a historical extension of the path of development, progress and prosperity in the United Arab Emirates. It is also the continuation of UAE effective foreign policy in advancing the march of joint Gulf and Arab action and the establishment of the values of tolerance and moderation, guided by the approach of the founding leader, late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan and late Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, with the support of their brothers, members of the Supreme Council of the Union, rulers of the Emirates. Bahraini-Emirati relations are moving forward with strength and optimism towards a new era of solid and distinguished strategic partnership and more sustainable integrative gains and achievements based on solid foundations of friendliness and mutual respect, he said. Bahrain's Project Ensure provides water to 9 villages in Ghana. Around 62,000 people from 9 villages in Ghana have access to clean and safe water thanks to a project launched in Bahrain. Project Ensure is spearheaded by Rotaract Bahrain in cooperation with the Rotary International, Rotary Clubs of Manama, Salmania, Adilia, Sif, with Antoinette Avila of Good Cause. A group of philanthropists went from Bahrain to supervise the installation and implementation of the water project in the country. The group oversaw the building of a water pump, well, and irrigation channels in the villages. Bahrain Naval Drill Dawn of Storms 26 kicked off. The Dawn of Storms 26 tactical naval drill has kicked off at the Bahrain Defence Force. The military exercise, which will run until May 19th, is conducted by the Royal Bahrain Naval Force with the participation of units and branches of the BDF, the Coast Guards and the Interior Ministry and the National Guard. The drill is part of the Dawn of Storms series of exercises being carried out within the framework of well-defined programs aimed at training, grooming and boosting the competence of all participants in the exercise. Neon Defender 22 joint drills proceeding as planned. The Neon Defender 22 joint drills carried out by units of the Bahrain Defence Force, the Ministry of Interior represented by the Coast Guard and the Central Command of the US Naval Forces are proceeding as planned. The drills aim to develop levels of training and qualification and to exchange expertise and boost the capabilities of all participants. The various stages of the drills include military field applications, naval operations and various tactical maneuvers with the latest advanced combat technologies that contribute to enhancing qualitative training to deal with all threats to maintain the security, stability and safety of the region. Rainwater drainage filters plan rejected. A proposal to install filters on rainwater drainage holes across the country has been rejected. Works Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Minister Esam Khalaf said the devices would block the holes, leading to more flooding during rains. Strong dusty wind lashed through Bahrain. Municipal crews were deployed after strong winds dumped mounds of sand on roads and highways across the country. The Works Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Ministry said it had removed dust equivalent to 150 truckloads until last night. Followers gathered to greet Sadhguru. Fans and followers of Sadhguru flocked to Bahrain Fort yesterday to greet the environmentalist who is in Manama as part of his Safe Soil campaign. He held a meeting with Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, Culture and Arts Director General Sheikh Hala bint Muhammad Al Khalifa, alongside Supreme Council for Environment Chief Executive Dr. Muhammad bin Daina and Indian Ambassador Sri Piyush Srivastava in the Khalat Al Bahrain Fort. Today's COVID updates. COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. India prohibited wheat exports. India banned wheat exports with immediate effect, citing food security risks. Exports of all wheat have been moved from free to the prohibited category from May 13th. Two kinds of exports will still be allowed. The first is to countries that require wheat for food security needs, and the second is based on requests from governments, according to Bloomberg, which cited a notification by India's Director General of Foreign Trade. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination. World leaders visit UAE to pay tribute to the late Sheikh Khalifa. World leaders and foreign diplomats have announced plans to visit the UAE to pay in-person tributes to the UAE's late Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. French President Emmanuel Macron is among those who have announced a trip to the United Arab Emirates to display his support for the ruling family, with whom France holds business and military ties. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson will also travel to the UAE on Sunday to pay respects. Jordan's King Abdullah II, Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and other regional leaders are traveling to the UAE to offer their condolences on the death of the president. US Vice President Kamala Harris will travel to the UAE capital, Abu Dhabi, on Monday to lead a presidential delegation and offer condolences on behalf of the administration of President Joe Biden and the American people. Tunisian President Kais Saied also left Carthage airport in the capital, Tunis, on Saturday for the Emirates to offer his condolences. Pakistan's Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif on Saturday will visit the UAE to express his sympathies to the ruling family, according to the country's local media. Maldivian's President Ibrahim Mohamed Solih has announced he will travel to the UAE on Sunday to convey his condolences and sympathies. Other leaders are also expected in Abu Dhabi to express their condolences over the passing of Sheikh Khalifa, who was laid to rest on Friday evening in the UAE capital. Lockdown Shanghai to start gradually reopening malls and other businesses. The Chinese financial and manufacturing hub of Shanghai will gradually begin reopening businesses such as shopping malls and hair salons from Monday after weeks in a strict COVID-19 lockdown, the city's vice mayor told a media briefing on Sunday. Shanghai, which has been locked down for more than 6 weeks, is in the midst of a recent tightening in some areas that it hopes marks a final push in its battle with the virus, Reuters reported. Shopping malls, department stores and supermarkets will begin resuming in-store operations and allow customers to shop in an orderly way, while hair salons and vegetable markets will reopen with a limited capacity, Vice Mayor Chen Tong said, but gave no specifics on the pace of extent of such reopenings. During Shanghai's lockdown, residents have been mainly limited to purchasing necessities, with normal shopping on online platform largely suspended. Shanghai will also soon announce a third whitelist of more than 820 companies engaged in import and export that can resume operations, a city official said. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.